Skiing's been a part of my life since the very beginning. I think one of my first words apparently was like faster. Mum used to have me in like in a backpack, or Mum or Dad, and Dad was skiing down and he hooked a rock and like pitched forward, and I just shot out of the pack. Wasn't restrained enough and was just like stuck head first in the powder, just legs out in the air, just waving around. And then I got my own pair of skis, and there's just a crew of us little kids that grew up just skiing around the mountain, basically. Triple Cone was my babysitter. The last few years for me has basically just been on the road trying to chase down the dream of being a professional skier, and just travelling around the globe, chasing storms and powder, and just the best way to see the world, and can't think of anything better to do than ski it. Half the fun is these crews of, these friends just in all my favourite places around the world to ski, and it was pretty cool being able to pop into British Columbia, and there's your British Columbian friends, and here in the Alps, here in Chamonix, and get a car out of it every now and then to go rally around in some snow. Oh God! I thought it would slide out, not do that. Well, after my first year on the tour that I limped through with a bad knee, I went back to New Zealand and I tried to prove my case for a wild card as I hadn't made the cut. And I went about competitions there with sort of rocket up my ass of vengeance. Just was pretty pissed off, to be honest, and just tried to funnel that anger into just skiing harder and faster than anyone. And it ended up coming down to just someone else's bad luck. Seb Michaud hurting his knee, and was my way of getting in. I had this point to prove that I should be there, and that I had the skills to get it done. Well, 2012 was, it was a hell of a lot of fun.
And the winner is
It's surprisingly a lot more fun when you're winning. And it was just such a relief to see that I could do it. You can tell yourself you've got the skills, but until you actually do it and prove it to everyone, it doesn't really mean much. Coming into Verbier in the #1 position wasn't something I expected. It's something you obviously hope for, but I actually felt reasonably relaxed. I mean, it's kind of home for me there. I had so much support from my friends and family. I just wanted to stick to how I ski in competitions, and I couldn't think of anything worse than not winning a world title by skiing conservatively. So I wanted to put on a show, really give it, and if go down in flames, so be it. And I did. I landed not great, for sure, and backslap, but I was up on my feet, and then there's just this rock under the snow, and it just ripped through my right ski, which took out my whole left leg. And then the washing machine cycle took over. So I think it was a bit of bad luck, but I could have managed it better to start with and not let that happen. You can't shut that voice off in your head that thinks you could be a world champion, and to have that get torn away from you, like that quickly can send you into a bit of a spin. This year's tour, I'm not trying to really put big expectations on myself. It's got to be fun. If it's not fun for me, it's the same problem I had with school. If it wasn't fun, I'm not going to give it. I'm going to be able to give it 100%. So you'll see me taking the piss and having a laugh, 5 minutes before I drop into something nasty, just to try and keep myself having a good time. Oh, it's snowing.